So, Manong Greg, as a veteran senator, former senator, how do you feel about what's happening in the Senate right now? Kasi you've been there for a while, di ba, when you were a senator. So, I'm sure marami kang nararamdaman bilang nakita mo lahat ng gulo na to.
Siyempre, the national morale is not high. It's, well, to be blunt, low.
Very low.
Okay. What does this tell us? Institutional damage and systems breakdown. It cannot be solved by, plugging in personalities. So I'm sad, I'm disappointed, I'm hopeful.
Hopeful.
Yes,
Okay.
we will survive this. I mean,
We've survived worse.
we survive worse.
Exactly.
Di ba, can you imagine all our colonizers? Itong mga sinasabi nilang asymmetric warfare, hindi na uso yung harapan. We have 300 years of experience in asymmetric warfare.
Oo nga naman talaga.
Ask the Spaniards, ask the Japanese, ask the Americans, every superpower that tried to colonize us. So, anyway, I'm jumping all over the place. No? Tinatanong ako, do you think any foreign invader will invade us? Diba? I'm just relating it to my
Experience, yes, sir.
my experience, no? As a security manager, no? Sabi ko, I don't think anybody will come in. China? No, because they're already here.
Dito na sila.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, even our underwear is made
in China, yes.
Okay, so going back to the Senate, 3 equal branches of government. They are our leaders. No? The first responsibility of any government is order. We cannot reduce everything to a partisan political issue, no?
Which is what's happening right now.
Which is what's happening now. So what about food, clothing, shelter, health, education,
Yung kailangan ng
and
mga tao,
data?
pang-araw-araw, yes.
Di ba, the hungry, the homeless, the naked,
Correct.
the sick, the ignorant, no? Those who are victims of fake news and marites, no? They cannot wait.
Correct. Exactly.
So we are managing time.
Which we don't have.
Yes. Are we wasting time with this?
100%.
Yes. That's the perception. So that's how I feel.
Hindi ka ba sobrang naranasan mo na ba nangyari something like this in your stay in the Senate before? Or
Well, not like this.
talagang next level na to?
Yes, and then, so we're focused dito.
Oo.
So I keep on asking this question to myself and to other Filipinos I meet. Sabi na, ano na nangyari, Senator, former Senator, sa flood control?
Exactly. Parang
We're jumping all over.
mag-1-year anniversary na, Senator. Kasi malapit na magtagulan na naman di ba?
Yes, so flood control. I have things to say about that also. But anyway, so ganon. We're wasting time jumping all over the place without resolving and putting closure on issues. No?
Kumbaga that have left such a deep scar in the Filipino psyche. and
Yes,
moral.
okay, flood control. At least, di ba, Carlo, alam na natin ang itsura ngayon ng 1 billion pesos.
Oo nga, dati hindi ma-imagine
Yeah. Ginunan pa ng picture, ha?
Masaya pa sila nung linatag nilang ganun sa lamesa.
4 by 4 by 5.
Oh, correct, sir.
Ngayon, may mga kababayan tayo na, may kababayan tayo kumakain sa basurahan. Isang piraso lang nung 1 billion na may picture. Isa lang.
Bago na buhay nila.
Isa lang. 3 araw ka makakain.
Correct.
O paano naman hindi sasama yung loob mo? That's what I mean. We're wasting time addressing peripheral partisan political issues and forgetting about
What
the real
really
matter.
matters.
Yes.
Correct. Sir, paano ma-address yan kung parehong both sides ayaw mag-back down? Kasi di ba parang ngayon, parang kakasabi lang yata ni SP Cayetano na he will try to assert his signing privileges. Pagkatapos nun, lumabas naman ng statement yung kabilang side na sinasabi, sila talaga, mukhang ayaw talaga nila mag-back down. What will happen pag ganun?
The rules. And the ultimate rule is the Constitution. Sino naman ang interpreter? The
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
Di ba ang tagal nun pag umabot doon?
Exactly. Pag matagal, di ba? Then, we're talking about that critical variable, time. Mag-aantay na naman tayo. Kaya sana nilang i-resolve yan That's my feeling. But I don't want to preempt or be judgmental about the whole thing. 24 kasi ito na inelect ng the same constituency, the constituency that elects our president and vice president, ang nag-elect sa bawat senador. Sayang, nanghihinay lang ako sa wasted na time.
Pero beyond sabihin natin na Supreme Court ruling, wala talagang magre-resolve yan unless mag-usap-usap sila at sabihin natin, sige, ikaw na, parang ganon.
Ganon. Mag-usap-usap tayo. Bakit? Ano ba ang mission, ang objective ng legislature? Senado. To make laws. So, nakatunganga lahat. Naghihintay na ma-resolve to. Akala ko noon, legal issue lang ito eh. Ngayon pala, I realized, that's just my opinion. Hindi lang pala ito legal, it's political, it's economic. It's even to a certain degree spiritual.
Yes, I agree.
Ang mas madaling...
Madaming Bible verse.
Okay. Di ba? Sa akin, maybe we can simplify matters by looking at the moral variables. Ano ba ang tama?
At
Ano
anong
ang
mali?
Ganun ka simple yun. I'm sure alam nila lahat yun. Kaibigan ko naman lahat yung mga halos lahat.
Yung mga nakaupo
Yung
doon.
mga nakaupo ngayon. Oh.
Hey guys, before we continue, quick ad plug lang. We have to give a shout out to our sponsor of today's episode, Sigma Cooling Wipes. So kung nainitan kayo sa panahon or lagi kayo nasa gym or tumatakbo kayo or mahilig kayo sumayaw and gusto niyo magpalamig, make sure to check this out. Pahid nyo lang siya, lalamig kayo, refreshing siya, and at the same time, meron pa siyang moisturizing with aloe vera, green tea extract, tas may antibacterial effect din siya. One pack is only 99 pesos and you can pre-order yourselves one pack now or several packs by PMing Unbox Greenyal. So, big shout out, Sigma Cooling Wipes. So, if you were to compare, sabihin natin yung Senate of the past, yung the ones that you served with, you mentioned earlier na you sat with some of the greatest, di ba, minds of our time. Tapos ikukumpara mo sa nakikita mo ngayon, ano yung pakiramdam? How would you compare both sides? Is it more political now compared to before? Is it more partisan now compared to before? How would you describe it?
Nasobrahan siguro yung pagka-partisan.
Ngayon.
Yeah. In a situation where political parties do not exist.
Yun nga yung nakakatawa eh. Di ba you call it partisan pero wala naman talagang parties?
Yes, exactly. So it's not platform or principle based, di ba? Oh. Kaya lang it might be unfair also, Carlo, to compare during our time.
Yes.
Why? Every 30 years kasi our population doubles eh.
Oh, so palaki ng palaki.
So baka unfair, no? Iba. Times are changing. The world is changing. With or without our participation, the world will change.
Correct, I agree.
So, siguro they have to respond to the changing times, no? Kung iba pag-iisip, di ba? Okay.
Tsaka may social media na ngayon, di ba?
Kailangan mag-usap-usap talaga. Di ba? Mag-usap-usap. Not as Ilocanos, as lawyers, no? As coming from certain, disciplines, no? Mag-usap-usap as Filipinos. Baka ang under kasi ng utak, baka Mindanao, diba? Ilocano, Bicolano.
Pero hindi lahat tayo Pilipino.
Pilipino. We were talking about it off the record kanina, no?
Yeah.
Kinakount tayo sa pro-ganito, anti-ganito. Personalities, no? Pro-China, anti-China. Bihira ko marinig yung pro-Pilipino.
Correct. Doon ako sa party na yun.
It might be timely, urgent, no, to start thinking and feeling and acting and
For the
deciding
Filipino.
like Filipinos.
Correct.
Yeah.
And not just for a certain candidate, di ba? Or a certain political figure. Kasi yun yung nangyayari ngayon eh.
Wag naman.
Diba?
Diba? Mapapako na naman tayo. Like,
Kaya kwento ko lang, Senator. So, kanyari, pag nagpo-post ako ng content, sabihin natin may sinabi lang ako na medyo offending, sabihin natin sa mga kaibigan natin sa kampo ng mga DDS. Ang daming mag-comment sa akin, parang, ano ka, pink lawan, puwet lawan, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos pag may comment naman ako ng something na baka ma-offend yung mga side ng pinks, iba-brand kagad nila ako na DDS. Ako, in my head, hindi nyo ba maintindihan na may utak ako to process all of these things and think independently?
diba? Carlo, anecdotal yan, di ba?
Oo.
Here comes a bearer of news. Pag bad news, ano ang knee-jerk reaction? Hindi yung pakinggan, ha? What's the information? Kill the messenger. Kill the messenger.
Yun yung nangyayari sa akin.
Yun na nangyayari. Kill the messenger.
Pag niyo po ako patay. don't shoot the messenger.
It's not localized, ha? I'm talking about the entire spectrum, no? Kill the messenger. Nagtatakutan. Imagine, push the envelope, project it. 2028.
Naku, dyan ang magkakagulo talaga.
Hindi, biruin mo, we've gone through this before. We went through this before. Decades ago, di ba? Pag ang nanalo, kalaban sa politika, uubusin mo talaga, di ba?
Ganun talaga. Ay, nako. Anyway, so one issue, sir, that keeps, na pinapatanong sa akin sa inyo, nag-post kasi ako sa Facebook,
Okay.
mga potential questions for you. May isang nagtanong, pakiramdam daw niya nawala na yung independence ng Senate. Kasi feeling ko naniniwala siya na malaki daw yung executive interference mula Malacanang. So ano yung pakiramdam ninyo doon?
Ang pakiramdam ko ganito, no? The three independent branches of government. The first responsibility of any government is order. Pag ikaw hawak mo yung coercive powers of the state, no? To promote order. In other words, you command and control three legally authorized armed groups. The AFP, the PNP, isama mo na yung NBI. Medyo nakakalamang ka ng konti. Diba? Kung ang pantapat mo ron usaa lang, lugi ka.
Oo nga naman.
And we are only 120 years old. Baka growing pains ito, no? So dapat independent talaga, walang pakialaman. Diba? We must respect that constitutional principle.
Pero sa basa mo sa situation, do you feel like there is undue or there is pressure coming from Malacanang doon sa nangyayari ngayon sa Senado?
Perception sometimes is fact. Kung ano ang tingin mo, yun ang reality on the ground. Yun ang perception ng karamihan nating mga kababayan. No? That's also how I feel. No. So, ako, pwede sanang intayin yung resulta ng sana impartial na investigation report. No? And ultimately, if it's a question of law, no? A judicial determination will put on record, no? Set it straight. Kaya lang mag-aantay tayo.
And we don't have the luxury of time.
In the meantime, babalik tayo ron. You cannot, di ba? Pag-antayin mo yung nagugutom, medyo, hindi naman tama.
Senator, may sinabi ka kanina na ano ba talaga yung ibig sabihin ng legislation? Yung kunikwento mo sa akin kanina before we started. Baka pwede mo yun ikwento sa mga tao ngayon para maintindihan nila ano ba talaga ang trabaho ng senador. Di ba? Para din maintindihan nila yung weight nung pagboto nila sa mga senador na.
The committee, yun ang mechanism. Sasalain mo muna sa committee. Imbita ka ng resource persons. Kaya tinawag yun na hearings. Committee hearings, underscore the word hearings, in aid of legislation. So, nakita ko lang ito, no? Even during our time, papapuntahin mo rin yung resource person. Imbis na tanungin mo, iinsultuhin mo. Paano pa yun magsasalita?
Madalas nga yun mangyari.
Diba? Kaya tinawag na hearing, pakinggan mo. Kaya tinawag na resource person para the inputs, no? Varied across the political, economic, diba? Security spectrum. Pakinggan mo. Tapos then you come up with a committee report which will be discussed in plenary. Lahat kayo. Didebate. Nakatakot-takot yan. Pero may rule tayo, di ba? Nung elementary tayo, tinuturo. After the period for debates, finished or not finished,
Submit your papers. Pass your papers.
Decide. You can make a wrong decision. It's not a perfect mechanism.
Correct.
Democracy is not perfect. Sabi nga ni Churchill, di ba? Democracy is the worst form of government, with the exception of others we have tried. We have to live with that.
Correct.
It's better to decide and make a mistake and
then
learn
just
from the mistake
learn from it
than
down the
not decide at all. Dahil nakatunga nga lahat.
Which is the current state right now, na nakatunga nga lang tayo lahat.
At saka nauwi dun sa mga bagay-bagay na which we consider partisan.
May sinabi I just want to get your reaction to this. May sinabi si Senator Cheese ba yun? Siya yata yung lumipat, di ba? Si Sen Cheese.
Oo.
Ang sabi niya na mahirap daw, hindi daw pwede mag-adjourn ang Senate 3 days. Kaya daw siya lumipat. Yun yung sabi niya. Dahil third day na daw dapat yun. So ano yung reaction mo lang doon? Curious lang ako what you think.
Senator Cheese, no? Is not only a Bicolano, he's also a lawyer.
Okay.
Carlo, kausapin mo yung dalawang lawyer, tatlo ang magkakaibang position.
Totoo yan. Parang never sila nag-agree.
Lawyer pa lang yan.
Oo.
So, di ba? So, hinihintay natin yung nagsalita na, integrated bar. Gusto ko rin marinig yung PhilConsa, Constitutional Commission. No? Pero sa akin, ultimately, the Supreme Court has to decide. It's a 15-man collegial body and best lights yan. We have to trust in the system.
Yes, I agree.
Pag may systems breakdown, di ba? Nag-iisip na yung mga Imagine mo ka kung yung nagtatanong, hindi mo masagot kagad, baka mag-isip yun ng sagot. Hindi naman abogado, hindi naman economist, di ba? Baka mag-isip na naman yun ng shortcut. which is not a good habit for a developing democracy like ours.
Correct. I agree. Pero at least we have that to run to, di ba? The
Yes.
Supreme Court. Kaya medyo matagal, pero hopefully, maybe down the road, masasagot yung tanong na to. Pero we have to live with what's happening right now.
Konting pasensya lang.
Correct.
Konting pasensya lang. Pero konting dialogue din eh. Di ba, kailangan mag-reach out talaga. And it takes a certain...
Hindi ko maintindihan ba tayo nila mag-usap eh.
Ay-
Di ba? Ba tayo nila umupo lahat sa isang kwarto? Ilabas nila lahat na sama ng loob nila. Di ba
okay.
uso yun?
Okay. Okay, buti nabanggit mo yan. We're talking about the legislature.
Oo.
Even before the last 2 elections, we had a proposal. Sabi ko, pag upo ng bagong presidente, you convene what you call the de facto Council of State.
Okay.
Lahat ng buhay na presidente,
Oh, pupunta doon.
pumunta ron. Walang camera, walang mic. Pag-usapan nila yung bansa. It happens in the United States. Walang politika. Paglabas, may joint statement. We advise the incoming president that this is, may continuity, may sustainability, may statesmanship. Walang partisan, di ba? Ganon ang proposal ko. Isang presidente lang ang nag-respond. Hindi ko nababagitin yung pangalan. Baka...
Oh, wait, so talagang pinopose niyo yan?
Oo.
So sa lahat ng mga former presidents, isang former president lang yung nagsabi na willing siya?
In fact, hindi lang willing, kundi pinuri pa yung proponent. Sabi niya, that's a good proposal. Biruin mo, well, ilan ang buhay pang presidente plus yung upo, di ba? Kung ginawa yun, we could have avoided a lot of what's happening now. Kaya na siguro nakapokus sa iba. Okay, fast forward. Saan tayo nakapokus ngayon? Sa impeachment. Nakapokus sa elections in 2028, which is related to the impeachment issue. We think with the do we believe that with the institutional damage and the systems breakdown, elections, if it happens in 2028, will solve these problems? Okay, rewind tayo. 40 years ago, people power, state of the art, di ba? Oh. We had a revolutionary government and a freedom constitution. What was one of the first? It was an opportunity to address, the cumulative systemic problems.
Corruption, all that happened the previous years,
What was
decades.
one of the first things we did? We conducted elections without fixing COMELEC muna. I'm not saying COMELEC is... I'm saying we need to upgrade, to reset, to re-engineer a lot of things. Yun ang nakalimutan natin gawin. Ito ngayon yung consequence. And that was 40 years ago. Now, do we expect push it forward without addressing this institutional damage and systems breakdown? Do you think electing anybody in 2028 will solve the problem?
That's a very good question, di ba?
Yes. And I address that to our leaders.
Kasi the systems are the one and the culture is also the problem
Oo,
that we
pero
have.
tulad ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, mukhang sinadya ito ng colonizers natin eh.
Na parang pag-away-awayin ng mga Pilipino.
Mukhang parang madali tayong i-manage.
Tsaka i-divide, di ba?
Can you imagine? 7,949 islands, 300,000 square kilometers. So they centralized political and economic power in Imperial Manila to manage an underpopulated archipelago. Our population doubles every 30 years. Now we are faced with these problems. Pag nagdoble yung population, doble ang pangangailangan sa pagkain, doble ang pangangailangan sa kalsada, doble ang pangangailangan sa connectivity, doble ang pangangailangan sa housing.
Correct.
Di ba? So, yun sana ang mga tunay na problema.
Na dapat tinatakel.
Yes, bakit tayo napapako dito sa change in leadership? Sino ba tunay na blue ribbon? Di ba?
Nakabwisit na.
Oo.
Ay, nako, ang daming problema na. Pero sige, moving forward to the impeachment naman. You've been part of
Yes, two.
no? Kay Chief
President
Justice
Erap.
and kay Erap.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So siguro first and foremost, you've been a senator judge before. Meron ka bang mga lessons na natutunan having been part of two of those na pwede mong i-share? Or insights as a senator judge on what happens during the impeachment process?
Di ba? Yung kay President Erap, on record naman, it's a public record, no? Yung second envelope
Ay, oo.
na napatunayan na wala namang laman. Ang unang decision nun is executive session para mahimay. We can bare our souls.
Correct.
Spill our guts on the table without subjecting it to public scrutiny,
Correct.
prematurely.
Correct.
Siyempre nagbotohan, hindi i-plenary. Disadvantageous yun dun sa prosecution. So what did they do? You choose your battleground. Abay, wala kaming kalaban-laban dun sa legal. Nag-decide yung chamber, dalhin natin sa kalsada. EDSA dos.
Yun yung nangyari doon.
Tuwing maiinip tayo, dahil di ba, you have a different opinion about the process, the legal dimensions, you bring it to the streets. Now, is it, tanggalin natin yung mga korte natin.
Kung ganun na
Baka
palagi.
makakatipid pa tayo. Tuwing may issue, legal, political, whatever, ipon tayo sa MOA or kaya sa Luneta. Show of hands. Majority wins. Di ba? Ewan ko, baka makatipid pa tayo rin. Ngayon, yung ba ang gusto natin?
Siyempre hindi.
Siyempre hindi. Siyempre hindi. May proseso, may institutions, may mechanisms.
Meron ka bang mga parang kwento na about either both times na naging senator judge ka na you think na parang the current crop of new senator judges might want to learn from your experience?
Well, I speak kasi, Carlo, not from a record of success, ha? I speak from a record of failures.
Pero it's still experience, di ba?
In experience. Pag may kausap ako, tinatanong ko agad, how old are you? Siyempre, ang sagot, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Ang balik ko naman, I'm sharing with you experience because nag-20 na ako, nag-30, nag-40, nag-50, nag-60, nag-70. Kaya siguro hindi pa kayo nag-78, ano?
Hindi pa.
The difference is what I'm sharing with you.
Yes.
Hoping that your learning curve will be steeper. Matuto kayo sa pagkakamali namin.
Correct.
Yun ang sineshare ko. Yeah, going back to the impeachment, siyempre it's a legal and political. But mostly, because of technology, the demarcation line that separates foreign policy, economic policy, and even security policy has been blurred. So wala na ngayong legal or political.
It's both.
It's both. It's all. Diba? It's inclusive. In fact, pati yung separation of church and state, wala na yun. Diba? It's lobbying. Before was a dirty word. Ngayon, it's a legitimate tool for policy making. Di mag-lobby ka.
Totoo yan.
Kausapin mo. Kausapin mo sa washroom. In fact, itong mga issues na ito, even during the impeachment trials, some decisions were formulated, were cooked up in the comfort rooms.
Habang nag-CR break.
Masecure eh. Di ba? At least doon may...
At least doon lang kayo nag-uusap.
Kayo lang. Yung pasahan ng papel, meron ka na bang 11 o 13? Di ba?
Doon nagkakakwentuhan.
Yun ang biruan namin.
Nakakaaliw talaga pag meron kang kausap na may experience na no? But anyway, so ito isa rin tanong na nakuha natin. Can a senator judge be truly impartial when they are political creatures and they have alliances? So yun yung tanong.
What is the alternative?
For them to be strictly fair and legalistic. Yun yata yung idealistic.
Para sa akin, ha? I mean, with all due respect to the one who asked the question, ang daling sabihin yan.
Oo, pero mahirap mangyari yan.
Kung balik ta rin. Di ba? Dahil we're a very judgmental culture, no?
Correct.
Kung sabihin sa'yo, ikaw nga rito. Pero, pa-elect ka muna. Yung pwedeng, di ba? God will say, ang dami mong bright ideas, tomorrow, you will change places. Pailig ka muna. Yun ang problema sa ibang ideological groups. Pareho ang objective nila, pero gusto nila, sila ang nakaupo without going through the
process.
The process.
Yes.
Yun naman ang unfair naman yun. So, ang sinasabi ko lang dito, it's a judgment call. That's why, di ba, we Filipinos, culturally, we don't think with what we see, what we hear, what we smell, di ba? We think with our heart.
Yeah.
Where our moral compass is. And normally, from my own experience, alam mo pag tama yung decision dahil mahirap gawin. May masasaktan eh. May trade-off. Somebody told me that whatever you do, you have to pay for it.
Correct.
Pay for it.
May consequences talaga
May
lahat.
consequences. In law of nature. For every action, there's a opposite reaction. So, madali. mahirap maging senator judge.
Correct. Actually, to that point, kaya dapat maging very, kumbaga, maging very cautious sa mga tao kung sino yung iboboto nila. 'Di ba? Kasi ultimately, pag nailagay sa posisyon yung mga binoto nila, magta-trust ka sa judgment ng taong yun in situations like this. And we all know naman that there's no perfect senator, there's no perfect human, 'di ba? Lahat ng tao nagkakamali.
So what is the approach? Ang standard na solusyon is educate. Not only the people but the electorate. Yeah, so that they will make better choices. Kaya pala, Carlo, food, clothing, shelter, health, education, data. Data has to be qualified. Complete, accurate, and timely information that will allow you to make a more rational, more informed, more intelligent decision that will impact on your personal and public life.
Correct.
Yeah. Yun ang solusyon. But education, di ba? Education in the classrooms. Our educational system needs reform.
Sobra.
So,
Sinabi mo pa. That can be an entire episode of its own.
Yes.
Talking about education.
yes, but what do you do to speed it up? By example, teach our children, our most precious, strategic, and renewable resource, to be disciplined, to be dependable. Because education is guaranteed by the Constitution. Di ba? We seem to have forgotten about it. Educate the next generation of citizens and leaders so that they will make better choices.
And better decision.
Better decisions.
Well, sana, yan, sabi ko nga doon sa isang kaibigan, kinabukasan talaga ng Pilipinas sa kabataan talaga at the end of the day.
Oo.
Diba?
And our children, by the way, Carlo, are better than us. Ha?
I agree. 100%.
Better than us. Kahit na ano yung pinagdadaanan nila, kahit na yung tingin natin sa kanila, they're much better than us. Why? Because of technology, because of the experience we share, because of the example
Kumbaga
we share.
lahat yan nag-a-add sa kanila.
Yes.
Diba? And they're supposedly, they should be much wiser.
And by example, bakit leadership? You cannot give what you do not have. Two things, no? If we can solve our problems at home, we can solve any problem abroad.
Correct. Totoo yan.
Cannot give what you do not have. Where do you start? Siyempre, sarili mo. O sige, expand it. Harmony in our families. Cooperation in our communities. Order in the state. Inclusive growth for the nation and security in our shores. Without forgetting to protect life, liberty, and property. May dagdag pa ron. Borrow from Western tradition. Ano naman ang silbi ng life, liberty, and property kung hindi ka happy? Kaya pala meron silang pursuit of happiness. Meron kang life, liberty, and property. Malungkot ka naman.
Parang pointless lahat yun pag gano'n, di ba? Let's go. So, dami natin na pag-usapan. Pero I have a laundry list lang of issues, Senator, na baka pwede natin ratsyadahan. So, unang-una sa lahat, so ito yung mga random questions na lumabas, no?
By the way, don't be gentle with me, ha?
Ay,
Sasabihin ko naman, hindi ko kaya
No problem. So, unang tanong, tungkol sa VAT. Can you react daw to this statement? Filipinos are overtaxed and underserved.
Agree. Di ba? Ba't mo i-impose yung burden doon? Ngayon, balik tayo doon sa 1 billion na 4x4x5.
Yung feral linatag sa lamesa. Yung flood control.
Yung kinita at kinurakot mo ron, ililipat mo doon sa nagkakandara pa.
Correct.
Because of the oil crisis, the Middle East conflict. I'm not a taxman. Ha? I'm not even an economist. I'm just a soldier.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just saying this from the perspective of grassroots level. Ay, paliwanag mo nila yung flood control.
Hindi pa resolved eh. Tapos ang dami pa nilang gustong bagong tax.
Tapos gusto mo na namang buwisan, di ba?
Hindi na matapos-tapos.
May nakakausap ako, mga waiter. Sabi ko, sabi mo, okay, June, di ba? Okay ka naman. Naku sir, pag time out ko mamaya, 9:00, mag-grab ako. That's his second job. Dapat nagpapahinga na siya, di ba, sa bahay. Ganon ang sitwasyon.
Yun actually, Senator, ngayon na sinabi mo, karamihan ng mga kabataan ngayon, and even yung workforce natin, ganun na ngayon. Kailangan nila umasa sa pangalawang racket, pangatlong racket, pang-apat na racket, para lang mabuhay. Hindi para maging mayaman. Kasi sobrang taas ng bilihin ngayon, hindi naman tumaas yung sweldo kasabay ng inflation ng Pilipinas, di ba? Kailangan mo talaga rumakit para mabuhay. Yun yung malungkot na reality ngayon.
Ito ngayon, di ba? Ito yung dapat inasikaso not tomorrow, like yesterday.
Mm-mm.
Siyempre, lahat yan naka-index sa energy.
Correct.
Kuryente.
I agree.
Ano ang unang tama ng kuryente, ng oil prices? Pagkain.
Exactly. Kasi
Okay.
kailangan mo ng oil para magluto.
May proposal kami dyan noon. Nag-chairman din ako nung senador ako ng energy.
Okay.
Malay ko naman sa energy, Carlos. Sundan lang ako. May proposal kami. Okay. Merong Joint Marine Seismic Undertaking.
Okay.
Panahon ng previous president. Public knowledge naman yan. Sabi ng China, di ba? Ang kausap natin Pilipinas at Vietnam. Meron kayong oil, Service Contract 63. Wala dun sa West Philippine Sea, yung pinag-aawayan natin, kuno. Doon sa dulo ng Palawan. Wala kayong technology, pahiramin namin kayo. Wala kayong pera, pahiramin namin
Sino
kayo.
to si China?
China ito Ang kausap dito Vietnam at Pilipinas. Diba? Yung 50-50, 60-40, madali na yan, di ba? So mayroon dyan. Siyempre, panahon ng presidente noon. Nung sumunod na presidente, iba na ang focus.
Correct.
What's my point? Continuity. Kung inasikaso natin noon yan, which was about 2 presidents ago, hindi ganito kabigat ang tama sa atin nung Hormuz.
Kasi we would have our own...
Yes, exactly. Ito mo, I got an education, di ba? Ganun pala yan, di ba? Yung natural gas, mas magaan kaysa oil. Okay? So habang maaga, sipsipin mo na yung natural gas.
Correct.
Ang problema sa natural gas, kung saan mo itatago, gas Di ba? Ibang container yan. Yung oil, gumagalaw pala yan, Carlo. And your window is 5 years. Itong sabi sa akin ng energy experts, di ba? Pag hindi mo yung ginalaw in 5 years, baka nasa ibang teritoryo.
Ganun ba? Lumilipat? Lumilipat pala yan.
Lumilipat, di ba?
Baka nasa na siya, West Philippine Sea or something.
Mga geology. Can you imagine? So, ang punto ko rito is continuity. That's one major cause of instability. New mayor, new president, new governor.
They'll fire the previous people, hire new people.
Medium-term economic development policy. So, nasaan ang continuity? I asked the information minister of a neighboring country, strategic partner natin. Sabi ko, Mr. Minister, how is the relationship between the Philippines? Sabi, we don't trust each other.
You don't trust in?
We don't trust each other.
Each other, okay.
Sabi ko, why? No, sabi niya, but we don't trust you more. Sabi ko, why? Sabi sa akin, because new president, new policy. How will we join you and invest in the long term when we're looking always 3 years? Diba? Because every 3 years, you have elections.
Correct.
Yeah.
Pero how do we solve that? If continuity is a big problem, kasi every 6 years lang ang presidente, di ba? How do we make sure na hindi naman tayo two-party system? Walang political parties.
So charter change.
Yan ako, marami magwawala pag yan ang topic.
Baka pwedeng executive action. Baka nandun yan. Alam to ng mga abogado, di ba? Pero ang punto ko is, vision. Kahit na sinong presidente, pag maganda yung plano, ituloy mo. Pag medyo sablay ng konti, itabi mo. Continuity is one cause of
Sobrang daming problem dito sa Pilipinas.
So, strengthen the political party system, charter change, start talking to each other. Not as this party or that party, di ba? Talk to each other as Filipinos for our children.
Actually, feeling ko if we demand it as a people, and if mag-ingay tayo asking government officials na gawin nyo yan, lalo na ngayon, sobrang sensitive ang government officials sa ingay ng mga tao online tsaka sa reklamo ng mga Pilipino. Feeling ko basta lagi siyang pinag-uusapan at lagi siyang tinatanong, baka mas magawa ng paraan na mangyari.
Okay. But we have to touch a raw nerve. Kung saan sila sensitive. Related to elections.
Yun nga. Doon mo dututin.
Yung ingay namin, may conversion mechanism dito.
Correct.
Pag hindi mo ito pinagbigyan, it will
And that's why we need to organize.
Yes. Organize, di ba? But the first requirement is unite. Okay. Ang daming rally. Tinatanong ako, former senator, former secretary, former lahat, di ba? Punta ka ba sa rally? Alam mo, una kong tanong, saan ako pupunta?
Ang dami kasing rally.
Hindi, kahit na pumunta ka sa isang lugar, di ba? Iba-iba sinasabi.
Correct. Oo, naalala ko yun.
So, saan ako pupunta?
Oo.
Di ikakahon na naman ako.
Hmm.
O tayo, kung sino punta. Pag pumunta ka rito, pro ano yan. So, walang convergence.
Alam mo yung napakagandang point niyan. There has to be something that unites you to a point na you can actually move for change.
Okay.
Within the system, the political framework, di ba?
Carlo, nanganganak itong mga tanong ka. Parang mas clear tayo about what we are against
Correct.
than what we are for.
Ngayon,
Mas mahirap yung what we are for. Ang daling magkamang away, di ba?
pero hindi nga malinaw kung ano yung gusto mo talagang
Exactly. Yun ang kailangang pag-usapan. Pero kung i-reduce mo to its basic terms, di ba? Let's say, unity. Hindi.
Natawa ko kasi sumabog na yun.
Hindi sumabog sa baba.
Oo.
Sumabog
sa taas.
Ako part ako ng unity,
Talaga?
Yeah, So, hindi naman ako nag-volunteer, no? So, sabi ko, ano ginagawa ni Unasan doon sa unity ni sabi ko, unity daw Unity. Ngayon, eto, para magkaintindihan tayo. Sino ang ayaw ng unity? Raise your hands. Wala naman nagtaas ng kamay.
Correct. Oo. Lahat ng tao will back that, di ba?
Yes.
If that's the vision.
It may sound motherhood. Now, push the envelope. Fast forward tayo. Saan nabasag niyo?
Sa taas. Sa kanilang dalawa, hindi na mag-usap.
Yun nga, di ba? We naman to impose this burden on our two highest leaders, no?
But it's their burden to bear. Sila yung nagsabi noon, sila yung nangako noon, tapos sila yung nag-break ng promise na yun.
Now, we're becoming more candid, no?
Oo.
Okay, so, ayusin nyo yan.
Oo.
Bababa ka ngayon, di ba? Sino ang number 3 sa pecking order? Senado.
Oo. Ay, walang unity din doon. Wala rin talaga at all.
So, saan ka pupunta?
Baka unity was not the right vision or the
But sayang, nanghihinayang din ako. Yun. Another adjective. Another description. How do I feel? Sabi mo, nung slide natin. Nanghihinayang ako sa Pilipinas bakit? We are so blessed.
Correct. We have so many resources.
Hindi lang yan. At policy level, di ba? Natatawa ako dahil I'm laughing at myself, no? How I can internalize this. At policy level, Carlo, our economy, according to our policy makers, is growing. No, it's growing.
Sagot ko talaga,
6 to 8%.
Okay.
Policy level, di ba? Ganun. At policy level, ano ang hinihintay natin? Yung trickle-down effect.
Yung maramdaman ng tao.
Exactly. Yung mararamdaman nung kumakain sa basurahan.
Ang nakakaramdam yung mga politikong nangungurakot
Okay. Sige, siguro. Sasabihin niyo, sige, hayaan niyo, magti-trickle down yan. Okay. We are so blessed, no, that all we need to do is wake up every morning and continue breathing. And it's happening, di ba? Kaya ang sabi siguro ni God, or Allah, whatever we call Him, sobra naman kayo, baka magselos yung kapit bayan ninyo. Pero gagawin ko, ilalagay ko kayo sa ring of fire. Okay? Number 1 kayo sa World Risk Index. Kasama niyo yung India at Indonesia. Pag may naluluto na bagyo sa Pacific, kayo ang welcoming committee.
Tayo ang sumasalo. Ganun tayo. Grabe.
Ganun, di ba? Can you imagine, Archipelago tayo. Any threat, global or domestic, has to cross bodies of water.
Correct.
Any benefit, effort to unite, also has to cross bodies of water.
Mahirap din.
Mahirap din. So, what is our source of leverage globally is that's the inhibition that prevents us from thinking like Filipinos. Archipelago tayo.
Pero that's one thing I think na dapat talaga pag-aralan later on how to solve.
Yes.
Yung true unity in the sense na, or kung hindi man, imposible man makuha yun ng lahat ng buong Pilipinas, at least to foster that thinking na we should think as Filipinos more than anything else.
Okay.
Na yun yung number 1 before sino yung sinusuportahan mong kandidato, sino yung sinusuportahan mong political party. Number 1, Pilipino tayo.
Okay. We're talking about the domestic situation. Peak sa our own backyard. Globally, 14 million Filipinos, Carlo, scattered in
Abroad.
200 countries all over the
Yes.
world. Overqualified teachers and
I
nurses.
agree.
Raising the children of world leaders.
I agree.
More than 50% of seafarers, Filipinos.
Filipinos.
So ang kasabihan, if Filipinos stop working in Washington,
The world
in
will
UN,
stop.
the economy, the
Yes.
global economy will slow down. Ganon tayo katindi.
Mm.
Okay. Talk about my original sector. We are world-class as soldiers and as peacekeepers. May magre-retire sana tayong general. Ayaw ng UN. Dahil tayo lang yung contingent na nag-alisa na yung ibang contingent, tayo na iwan.
Saan to?
Dito, sa Gaza.
Okay.
Okay. So, pinigil. World-class as soldiers. Tayo lang yung kultura, tayo lang yung sundalo na habang nagbabapakan, pakanta-kanta. Can you imagine?
Oo nga.
As peacekeepers and as soldiers with minimum standards of comfort.
Kaya I feel, Senator, na we should have so much pride in being Filipino.
Oh.
Diba? And yung sad part is yun nga, nawawatak-watak tayo because of the partisan politics that we see almost every day.
Ang policy issue yun is, do we bring back, di ba, our Filipinos so that they can be together with their families? That's a major policy issue. Or do we continue Filipinizing the world? Yung mga anak ng mga world leaders, marunong na mag-upo, nagmamano na yung iba. Can you imagine? I don't know. So
Pero that's a good question. Parang ano ba talaga yung tamang strategy? Bring them back home?
Yes.
Or ituloy mo lang yung ng diaspora? I don't know what's...
Ngayon, kung sabihin mong, let's say, options, di ba? Push the envelope, di ba? Bring them back home. Ang tanong sa'yo boss, ano naman dadat na namin dyan?
Ano trabaho ko
sahod?
dyan?
Doblehin mo lang yung sahod na tinatanggap namin sa Pilipinas. So, uwi na kami. Triple, quadruple yung tinatanggap nila.
May solusyon ako dyan. May proposal si Mon Abrea. And I wanna get your thoughts on this then. May proposal before na gawin mong tax exempt. Di ba ang tax exempt ngayon, income tax exempt is 250,000. Kung ang sweldo mo per year is 250,000, di mo kailangan magbayad ng income tax. May bill na pinupush ngayon sila Mon Abrea. He's a tax reform advocate. Na itaas yun to 1 million. Na 1 million, pag yun yung income mo for the year, income tax exempt ka. Tax exempt. So parang mangyari doon, parang dumoble talaga yung sweldo mo pag within that tax bracket ka. So feeling ko pag gawin nila yun, maraming uuwi.
Balik tayo doon sa original na tanong mo kanina. Bago mo isipin na buwisan na naman, pinahihirapan mo. Ipaliwanag mo muna.
Correct.
'Di ba? Yung perception ni nakurakot. Para clean slate tayo. 'Di ba? That's a policy issue. Bubuwisan mo. Kung magtanong 'yon, boss, 'di ba? Ano? Paano yung flood control?
No, hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin na-resolve.
Okay, flood control. If I may...
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, flood control. Technically, there's no such thing as flood control. Control implies you can stop it or redirect it. Advocacy natin, land use. Dapat 300,000 square kilometers. Ito residential, ito commercial, ito industrial. Dito yung provincial capital, dito yung port, di ba? Dito yung recreational. Okay? So that we will know where the infrastructure and the infrastructure will pass. Protect life, liberty, and property. Every year. I'm just saying this objectively. Bakit mo pupondohan taon-taon? Ghost project pa yung iba. Di ba? Nalalagay sa panganib yung mga human settlements sa Tagiliran. Ba't hindi mo lang one time ilipat
Lahat yung mga yan.
yung mga nasa gilid? Yung flood control.
Mas efficient pa yun sa paggastos ng pera.
And if rescue team ka, ilipat mo. Yung ayaw iwan yung kalabaw, yung aso, yung aparador, the law will be on your side because once you invoke life, the right to life, you set everything aside. Pag sinabong isang buhay ang nakataya rito, tabi na yan. Saka na yan. Di ba? One life. Life. Liberty. Property. Dito sa issue ngayon, lahat nanganib .
Oo. At alam mo, makikita na naman natin lahat yan. Tag-ulan .
Kahit na yung pinaka-powerful na countries. People's Republic, di ba? Hurricane Katrina sa Florida. People's Liberation Army ang naglalagay ng sandbag. They cannot redirect the Yangtze River. Katrina, di ba? Life, liberty, and property. The law will be on your side. Land use. Mabuti na lang na ilusot natin yung National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Law. Which is, you cannot stop the typhoon, hayaan mong lumipas. Pero pakalagpas na ganun, bring back life to normalcy.
Correct.
Para makapagtrabaho yung mga magulang, makapunta sa eskwelahan yung mga bata.
Pero grabe, no? Magbabagyo na naman. So, mauungkat na naman yung...
El Nino, La Nina.
Oo, pero kumbaga yung flood control na feeling ng mga taong nakalimutan na, feeling ko tataas na naman yan sa national consciousness.
Oo.
The moment magbaha na naman dito sa Pilipinas.
Pero baha. Diba? Yung water table ng Metro Manila mas mababa na kaysa Manila Bay. Sa dami ng deep well na ibinaon.
Ah.
So, siyempre, law of gravity, kung mas mataas, doon ka pupunta sa mas mababa. Land, actually yan, Carlo, land and water use. Pag umulan, hanggang dito yung tubig.
Correct.
Pag bukas mo ng gripo, walang lalabas. So, ang problema na naman is containment. But I'm jumping all over the place. No? Containment. Land and water use.
Pero hopefully, sa tingin mo mariresolve pa yung flood control issue na yan? O...
Well, I pray, I hope so. But true to form, ako, I'm optimistic. Yun lang. I-input na natin yung threshold issue. Hanggang saan ba ito sisikmurain ng taong bayan? Okay. Now, itong sasabihin ko is a rather sensitive issue. Ano ngayon ang critical variable, di ba? Pag yung tao pumunta sa kalsada at sinamahan ng sundalo.
Doon talaga nagiging nakakatakot na.
40 years ago. Ngayon, pag-iingatan natin yung kasundaluhan, no? Legally authorized armed group. That's the fulcrum. That allows order and equilibrium. Any perception that they are taking sides, it will not be as bloodless as 86.
Yes, I agree.
Baka magkasakitan. Yung mga gusto natin magkasakitan na. Hindi. No. That's, kahit na yung sundalo, tanungin mo, ayaw niya na magkasakitan. Ayaw niya ng violence. Sila kasi ang unang isasagupa. Di ba? Pero the damage to institutions, the risk to life, liberty, and property, yun ang pag-ingatan natin.
Na sana ma-resolve soon. Diba? Well, hopefully. So, here's another interesting question. You've seen VAT daw evolve through marami kasi ako followers, tax yung problema
Yes.
nila.
Oh.
So, you've seen VAT daw evolve through the years. Nung nagsimula pa lang siya, as in, pinasa yung bill for it, nandun kayo, nakita nyo yun, 10%, naging 12%, nasama electricity, naging e-VAT, may VAT na ngayon sa digital. What are your thoughts daw to lower VAT to 10%?
I'm not a tax expert. I'm inputting
Yes.
from a layman's point of view, di ba? The percentages are immaterial. Ano ang cost of living yan?
Ngayon, sobrang taas.
Ano ang minimum wage?
I don't have the exact number, but I will Google.
No, Carlo. I'm just putting that on the table.
Yes.
Yun dapat ang index natin. Papatayin mo sa tax, VAT or no VAT. Oh, paano mo mabubuhay yan? Baka magnakaw yan. Baka mag-loot yan. Baka maging corrupt yan.
Correct.
Yun ang thoughts ko.
Baka dapat tingnan yung total effect sa
Total. At siyempre, ipaliwanag natin yung nangyari sa itaas o national television. Ibabat mo kami, hindi pa nga ninyo na-resolve yan. Diba?
Yung billion-billion na linatag sa
At
lamesa.
medyo, very fluid pa at nagkakagulo sa Senado. O, kanino kami aasa?
Correct. I agree. Okay. So, I just have a few more questions before we wrap up. So, you've been a soldier, rebel leader, fugitive, and senator. Which of those roles do you feel like required the most courage?
My life was very simple when I was a soldier.
Ha? Talaga?
Oo.
Yung pa yung pinakasimple sa lahat?
Pag sinabi sa yung sa kabila nung ilog yung kalaban. Ngayon, pag tinapik ka sa likod, pagtingin mo, I'm not implying anything. Pag politiko yung...
baka may hawak na kutsilyo.
Inahag ka, medyo magpapalpitate ka. Ano kaya kailangan nito? Ganon. So, nung sundalo ko malinaw, di ba? Demarcation lines. Now, experience, I've been a soldier for 17 years, a rebel for 7 years, a senator for 21 years, and a secretary for 2.5 years, di ba? I have stood at the gates of Malacanang Palace in full combat gear many times in my life as attacker and defender.
Pareho.
Wala akong magagawa. Di ba? I have no excuses.
Yes, sir.
Pero at that point in my life, I did not know what to do. Now, with a little experience, I know where to bring the situation. Kaya I can speak with some
Wisdom.
some wisdom. Yeah, wisdom that comes with Maturity and age. You mellow eh. You mellow.
Pero among all those roles, kung soldier yung pinaka parang malinaw, which position you felt like pinaka nahirapan?
Pinaka-nahirapan? When I was in politics.
Yun talaga.
If you remember, no? After my tour of duty as a rebel, so nag-peace talks under President Ramos, di ba?
Yes.
Sabi ko, ang gagawin natin, peace talks na. Abi, tumakbo tayo sa eleksyon. Di ba? Imbis na bato ka ng buto from the outside, pasok ka sa bahay.
Baga doon tayo lumaban.
Doon tayo lumaban. Ano tatakbuhan natin? Barangay captain? Hindi. Senador. First independent senator in Philippine political history to win in national elections. Walang pera, walang partido. So we organized an army of 1 million young volunteers.
Wow!
30 pesos a day, Carlo. Lalakad. Pag uwi, hindi pa kumakain, konting merienda lang, no? 30 pesos. All over the country. Tulog. Walang bisan. Yeah. That's how we...
Ganun kayo nangampanya, no?
1
1 million volunteers.
million volunteers. Barkadahan.
Grabe.
Okay, first independent. Okay? So, I faded into the woodwork. I mean, ang gagawin ko rito. Di ba? So, I was not as visible, as audible, as when I was a rebel.
Yeah.
So, but I fall back on some experience.
Pero grabe na rin yung pinagdaanan niyo, sir, no? Through the years. Parang it's probably one of the most colorful life stories I've heard. You should write a book. Have you written a book?
No, sabi nga nila, pag sumulat ako ng libro, di ba? Thoughts o Bunasan. Pag bukas ng libro, puro blank pages.
Bakit?
Hindi. Thoughts, di ba?
Ikwento mo, alam mo, sa mga kwento mo palang feeling ko, multiple chapters, multiple novels, pwede yan. Sa dami ng pinagdaanan mo.
Para input na rin dun sa, interesting. Soldier, mas simple, ba? I've suffered wounds in combat. Yeah? In fact, I'm proud to say that I'm one of the few lolos who can say, give me 4. Hindi naman ito nasagasaan ng tricycle.
Correct.
So, in combat ito, in struggle, no? Kinukwento ko, when I was teaching in the Special Forces School, when I was still in the active service, sabi ko sa kanila, sa mga estudyante ko, no? Mga Rangers, mga Special Forces, sabi ko, huwag kayong mag-alala. Pag tinamaan kayo ng bala, hindi naman ganun kasakit.
Totoo yun. Nabaril na rin ako eh.
Okay.
So, hindi ko naramdaman.
So you understand, di ba? May initial shock, nerve endings, di ba? Pero iniisip ko, Carlo, yung pakiramdam ng mga estudyante ko, di ba? Talaga palang sira ulo nito ni Unasan. Hindi rin masakit tamaan ng bala.
Oo, pero di mo ako, di ko naramdaman eh.
Okay. Kailan masakit? If you survive. If you reach the operating room and the anesthesia wears off, mamimilipit ka sa sakit. Pag fatal yung wound, let's say, sa ulo, di period na. Di wala na.
Punta ka na kay Jesus. Ako.
Hindi. Dang ka muna sa Loyola Memorial Park.
Sige.
Ganon. So, experience. Diba?
Kwento ko lang, Senator. So, dati, nabaril ako ito sa na-hold up kami sa internet cafe. So, nabaril ako through and through dito sa gilid. So, hindi ko naramdaman. Like, nakikipag-away pa ako. Pero hindi ko naramdaman. Pero parang nawalan na lang ako ng malay. Tas, di ba kasi of the blood loss? Yung kwento mo lang na yung masakit yung recovery, dinala nila ako sa East Avenue Government Hospital. This was in 2006, so hindi pa ganun kalaki yung pondo ng mga public hospitals. Inoperahan ako ng walang anesthesia. Tapos nung tinanong ng tita ko, si former Secretary Toots Ofle, tapos pumapol siya sa hospital sabi niya sa doktor, wala po ba kayong anesthesia para sa nephew ko? Alam, sabi ng doktor, ma'am, may dala po ba kayo? Wala sila anesthesia back then. So, but yun, naramdaman ko yung pain na, yung ginawa sa akin, yung bubutasin yung gilid mo, tapos naglagay sila ng forceps para buksan yung rib cage, para lagyan ng tubo yung lungs kasi may dugo na daw yung lungs.
Para i-drain.
Oo. So, naramdaman ko yun ng walang anesthesia. Tapos pati yung pagtahi nung sugat ng baril, ng bala, ng walang anesthesia, naramdaman ko din.
Yeah. Common experience. Pinutol yung daliri ko, walang anesthesia.
May kubo!
Dahil na-infect.
Walang anesthesia.
So, akala nung doktor, para i-divert siguro. Alam mo, Kernel pa ako nun. Alam mo, Kernel, no? Itong gagamitin ko sa yung forceps o pamputol, di ba? 30,000 pesos to eh. Mahal.
Sinabi lang sa'yo para lang mag-isip ka na yung bagay.
Ano kinalaman nun sa gagawin? At sabi ko, sige, nakakaya kung magsisigaw ako ron, di ba?
Oo.
Isipin mo, rebel, soldier, tapos naghihiyaw ka habang
Ay, dapat lang pinuputo yung daliri mo.
Okay,
Walang magja-judge sa'yo, sir.
Walang ganon. Sabi mo.
Pero grabe.
Nakakatawa.
Diyos ko, dami na palang. Pero yun, agree ako doon. Hindi siya, pero I don't recommend anyone go through it.
Yeah. Yun ang sinasabi ko.
Oo.
Huwag kayong matakot, hindi ganun kasakit. Pero huwag kayong patama, ha? Dahil tamaan ka, iba ka agad, di ba?
Correct.
Sa ospital.
Oo.
What good are you to the mission, to your unit, to your family, to your country?
Kung hindi mo naman magagawa yung mission in the first place. Yeah, I agree. So, anyway, moving forward, I have 3 more questions,
No
if that's
problem.
okay. So, the next one, we talked about kanina off the air si former Congressman Kiko Barzaga, who was kicked out of Congress, recently expelled. Now, my thoughts about it, I disagree with some of the things that he says. I don't agree with a lot of his politics, but I disagree with the idea na kailangan siyang i-expel. Kasi feeling ko, sobrang measure naman yun, di ba, na ginawa ninyo against him. He was voted by his, di ba, his constituent, siya yung pinili, siya yung nilagay doon. Walang kulay na DDS or Pinglawan. Binoto yan ng tao, linagay yan dyan. Kung gusto niya magsalita ng kung ano-ano, yan yung binoto ng tao eh. Kung gusto niyo palitan, antayin niyo mag-election ulit bago niyo siyang palitan, di ba? So, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Good sign.
Good sign na tinanggal siya?
Oo.
Dahil-
Ibig sabihin, tama yung mga sinasabi niya.
Kumbaga nasasaktan yung mga
Hindi.
tao.
Di ba yung pinag-usapan natin
Oo.
kanina? If he's saying the right things and you don't like what he's saying, kill the messenger?
Correct.
So they kicked him out.
Yun ang literal na shoot the messenger.
Systemic. But there are many more like him. Di ba? Si Congressman Leandro. Di ba? Si Mayor Magalong. Si Mayor Vico Soto. Many like him. Tinanong ko nga yung iba sa kanila. One time when I met some of you, sabi ko, ang gagaling ninyo. I changed my mind. Talagang 180 degrees, no? Sabi ko, hindi kayo nagsasalita. Alam mo, sabi sa akin, Carlo, Sir, pag nagsalita kami, papatayan kami ng gripo. Systemic. It's the political culture, di ba? You don't rock the boat. Everybody happy na. Status quo. So, balik tayo dun sa kumakain sa basurahan.
Pero how do we change that kaya?
Well, education, electoral reforms, choose better leaders who will be real. I'm not saying, I'm not passing judgment on the House, no? Elected din yan eh. Maybe improve the quality of our electorate
So that they can
so
pick
that they
better
can make
leaders.
better decisions and elect better leaders.
I agree. Ito mas personal na question from me to you. So, my grandfather was si late Senator Blas Ople.
Yes.
And si Lolo, hindi ko masyadong nakasama as much as I wanted kasi, so, syempre, busy siya sa trabaho niya eh. Nakasama mo siguro siya sa Senado,
Yes.
nakatrabaho mo siguro siya. Syempre, may mga moments kami nung every Sunday lunch or pag nagsasama kami sa family. Pero masyado pa akong bata noon para makita yung significance nung ginagawa niya as a senator. Diba? Kasi ano pa ako, grade school, high school, diba? So hindi ko alam yung weight tsaka yung gravity nung buhay niya tsaka nung ginagawa niya. So I just wanted to ask you if you can tell me whatever stories you can share of your encounters or experiences with him na pwede mo lang ipasa sa akin.
Statesman. Ano ang definition karon ng integrity? Yung iniisip mo, yung sinasabi mo, at yung ginagawa mo,
In sync.
halos magkakapareho. That's what you call integrity. Ang legendary sa amin nun, kay Cablas sa tawag namin nun. He became Senate President, by the way.
Yes.
Okay? Yung iniisip niya, diretso sa keyboard. Walang editing, ha?
Correct.
Walang snowflake, wala. Yun ang naalala ko. Binigyan niya ako ng libro, which I still have now, about Switzerland.
Switzerland, okay.
Yes. Doon ko napulot yung sinasabi ko ngayon. Diba? The Switzerland have an army. No? Switzerland is an army. Yeah. Any conversation with him, 1 minute, 30 seconds, was a seminar. Okay? Hindi ka lalapitan to engage. Basta binigyan niya ang libro. Bagito pa ako noon. Can you imagine being in a book with dedication pa? Ni Cablas, di ba? Parang Parang ayaw mong basahin, baka maalikabukan. Which also tells me about the quality of the leadership of President Marcos Sr. Sino ang team niya nun? Cablas, Enrile, Birata, Laya, Romulo, Ongpin. Nakita ko ito dahil AD-camp ako at saka security officer ni JPE. Pagkausap ni Marcos Sr., walang nakakatingin sa kanya ng eye to eye. Nakatungo lahat.
Lahat?
Lahat! Wala! Kahit na si Romulo. Nakaganon. Okay. Sasabihin ni Marcos Sr., narinig ko na. Nasa tabi ako, dala ko yung mga folder, di ba? Johnny, how's the security situation? Bobby, how's train? Palipat-lipat, di ba? Sagot. Karamihan, yes sir, it's okay sir, it's being managed. Yeah. Ganun katindi. And then he got sick. President Marcos Sr. And then 86, the EDSA People Power Revolution happened. When you get sick kasi, there's a diminution of control.
Yes.
Now, I'm relating it to the quality of statesmanship and leadership of Cablas. They were a generation of, I don't know what to call them, no? Talagang best and the brightest. You have a lot of things to say about the Marcos administration, kung ano-ano, but we'll not go into that. I'm just saying the quality, the meritocracy was living before my eyes happening. Can you imagine? Di ba? Kapitan ako noon. Nanonood ako. Statesmanship. Bigyan ka pa ng libro ni Cablas.
So grabe, nasa iyo pa yung librong yun?
Oo naman.
Minsan pakita mo naman sa akin pag nagkita tayo para lang makita ko. But thank you for sharing.
Nako.
Nakakatuwa. At yung mga anytime I get the chance
By the way, let me add, these were not perfect men.
Yes, I agree.
Kaya lagi kong sinasabi, Carlo, no? Our national heroes, diba? Rizal, Bonifacio, Aguinaldo, Mabini, these were not perfect men. But together, these imperfect men, diba? Dreamed, fought, died, sacrificed for a nation that did not exist during that time.
That now we have right now.
We have right now. So, fast forward ka. Ople, Enrile, Laya, Birata, Ongpin, Romulo. Imperfect men.
Yes.
Together, under a leader, built what we have now. For better or for worse.
Yes.
Let history be the judge.
Thank you for that. So magandang that's a story that I will add to my Lolo Blas memories. So siguro one last thing, you mentioned kanina na yung sa Reform Party that you were putting together, baka you can talk a little bit about that.
Okay. We formed a Reform Party because we feel that maybe there is a vacuum that needs to be filled by a functioning, responsive, platform and program-based party. So what we did was we formed the Reform PH Party, National Party. We participated in the last elections. Some of our candidates won, no?
So nabuo na to nung 20,
before the last elections. Hindi ito yung Reform Party ni former Senator, the late Miriam Santiago, not the Reform Party of the late former Senator Raul Roco, not the Reform Party of Secretary De Villa, no? It's a new Reform Party. Who are these people in the Reform Party? Mga veterano na buhay pa na katulad ko noong 86, yung mga humiwalay sa Magdalo Party, not Magdalo, no? Ni former Senator Trillanes, we reached out to the armed component of the revolutionary left, the Alex Mungkayaw Brigade. Then we reached out to our Muslim brothers, armed component. So mga nagbalik loob ito na galing sa armed struggle. So ang platform namin basically is the same naman yan semantics lang, no? I said, gusto namin mag-participate in a peaceful, legal, constitutional, parliamentary struggle. Nakaluhod kami. Please give us a chance to participate in a level
playing field.
Lumuhod na kami at lahat. Ayaw ninyo. Kami yung pinakamadaling kausap. No, I will not go further. Yun ang Reform Party.
Yun yung Reform Party.
By the way, Carlo, you may, our young audience might say, bakit ganito ka-light ang conversation natin about very serious matters? I have a personal rule. Do not make decisions or act when you are very angry, very happy, very tired, or all of the above.
Or when you're drunk.
Oo, idagdag natin yan. When you're drunk. Diba? Wait until your heart rate subsides and then you
You make your
decide.
decisions.
You decide. That's my personal rule, which I share with our future leaders and citizens.
Okay. Well, sana makinig yung mga taong nanonood.
Oh, for nation building. Too much is at stake if you become too emotional. Nothing wrong with passion. And then we are a nation of heroes. No? By ancient definition, who were heroes? Walang iconic nun, walang mga superstar. Heroes, by definition, ancient definition, were a group of women, young and old, men and women, who together always, built and worked for the next generation. And then when they buried these people, they did not ask, sino ba to? Di ba? Ano ba position niya? Di ba? Did he have or did she have passion? So wag natin eliminate yung passion. Kailangan
Kailangan natin yun.
Yeah.
And siguro one last na lang, sir.
Yep.
If you could give advice as an elder senator, statesman, to Senator Peter Cayetano and Senator Win Gatchalian, ano yung sabihin mo sa kanilang dalawa? Kanyari, nasa harap mo silang dalawa. Ngayon, nandyan silang dalawa.
Yeah.
Tapos ano pwede mo sabihin sa kanila para lang, alam mo yun?
Pareho naman mas bata sa akin.
Oo, pwede.
Guys, it's not about you anymore.
Amen!
This is about the country.
Correct.
You be instruments of unity. What are the pillars of national security? Political unity. Nandiyan kayo sa front line. Social cohesion, a sense of nationhood, both of which will lead to economic prosperity na matagal nang hinihintay.
Ng Pilipino.
So together, together, hindi lang kayo, together yung mga bata ninyo. Di ba? Together, pray hard. Mahilig naman kayo mag-pray, di ba?
Maraming Bible verse.
Dream hard.
Yun ang kailangan din talaga nila.
And, para hindi nakakaya kay Lord, o kay Allah, whatever we call Him, di ba? Work hard.
Correct.
Dream hard, together. Together. Pray hard,
Together.
dream hard, work hard. Together. Not for yourself, not about you anymore. For our most precious and strategic resource, our next generation of Filipino and global citizens and leaders, our children.
Amen. No better way to end it. Sir, maraming salamat.
Ako,
We
Carlo.
appreciate you
An
so
honor.
much. Thank you for being on the show.
Ako, salamat.